William Hill sponsors Joshua vs Barker live on Sky Sports Box Office.
That's how boxing should be.
Alright people, Wingy Boxing. He's laughing. What's so funny about my name, brother?
Because your voice changes.
Oh, the voice, yeah. No, you can't tell people that bit, obviously. I'm sounding like you are, yeah. Wingy Boxing, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. I'm here with Lyon Woodstock. What's going on, brother?
I'm good. How you been?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How you feeling? How's your day been today?
It's been quite chill. The sun's all up in my face right now, but it's cool.
Midlands area, WBO Euro Super Featherweight champ?
Yep, that's 2 titles, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a Midlands champ and the WBO European champion. Yeah, man, it's good.
How does it feel to be the champ? How does it feel walking around holding those belts? Are they enough for you, or are you thinking I still want more?
I'm just chill, man. But it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just so relaxed and everything, laid back. Sometimes too laid back gets me in trouble, but yeah. Yeah, because
we're walking around today. People come up to you like, yeah, what's up, man? You just say you're used to that.
It's normal. Like, to me, I don't know. I think some people get gassed in. I don't know. I'm just so straightforward and laid back. That's just me.
Was it the Poxon or Paul Holt fight where there was a little bit of controversy with you not shaking his hand at the beginning?
Oh, that was Paul Holt.
Paul Holt, yeah. I'm just thinking because we're talking about laid back, but in that one you was.
No, you see what happened, yeah. Like my coach, like Oji, he like I don't know how he does it. Like he's able to just flick switches. Do you get what I'm saying? So I was cool, like going up to the steps and then like he's like put his hands on my shoulders, like behind me. He's like massaging my shoulder. He's like, all right, beast mode, kill mode, you're an animal. And I was like, something just clicked inside me, and like I wanted to fight him there and then. Like, so I was thinking like, why are you trying to shake my hand for? I want to punch you in your face. Do you know what I mean? So, like, hadn't he done that, I would have been like, yeah, man, cool, rah rah rah. Do you know what I mean? But like, he's able to just flick switches.
That's fascinating that he has that. How does he have that control? Is that a respect you've got for him?
You ever watched that Jet Li movie? I think it's called Unchained.
Right.
Where the guy's like on like a leash, like until he needs to fight, and then like they let him off and he just deads about 24 man, and then they put him back on. It's kind of like that. Like he's just got me under control. Like throughout my whole childhood, there's been very few people, if not none, that have been able to have me under control. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he, through the love that he's given me, for everything that he's done for me, and like through me knowing him as a man, like I think I've just got some insane respect for him. That's why I say he's like my dad. Do you know what I mean? Because there ain't no other man on the planet that should be able to have another man in that situation but their dad. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just some weird bond and connection. He can like make me go from being super down and sad to being super happy and bouncing off the walls, but then he can also make me go from bouncing off the walls to being super pissed. Or do you know what I mean? Like He's got just like that as well. He just has to say either one word or do one thing. Like he just has me like that.
So I can see it in your face, like the respect and admiration.
Yeah, man, I love that man. Do you know what I mean? I love him to bits. Like if it weren't for him, I'd be on these streets selling dope or something. I swear to God.
Yeah, I heard you say that once.
Yeah, real shit.
Is that for real? Why is that? Is that just because of the environment?
Because that's Beaumont Leeds, man. Like, listen, I remember when I was an amateur boxer. Listen, I've only had one job in my life, and that's due to even him looking after me and not wanting me to get into work and just put all my focus and energy into boxing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, who does that? Like, do you know what I mean? Who does that? He's not no blood relation to me. So like when I was like boxing amateur, I think the only job that I ever had was I worked at like Foot Locker, I think, for a little bit, and that was it. But when I was trying to get a job, it was like just never ending nose, whether my face didn't fit what they wanted or like, because my CV wasn't that bad. Like I didn't do terrible at school, but I didn't do amazing. Do you know what I mean? Like I had like all the basics. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, it's like just people were just turning me away. My CV was written good. Like I think I came across it the other day and I read it like, why did I not get no jobs with this? Like this is lit. Like this is lit. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, what? And then obviously the only other thing to that, especially growing up in Bournemouth Leeds, the environment, the people that I'm around, is to sell. Do you get what I'm saying? But that's one thing I never ever got involved in, because I tried to stay away from it as much as I can. Do you know what I'm saying? And luckily Hodge was there to just get me through that phase. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's so easy. It's cash in hand. It's right there.
It's there, innit? Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's there, right there. The sales are there. Everything is there. Like, it's set up for us. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's set up for us to do that. To be honest, but yeah, man.
But that's good though, because you took a different route and you can feel proud of that.
I had to. Do you know what I'm saying? I had to, because like once you're stuck in that loop, it's hard to get out of. Do you know what I'm saying?
You was born in London, right?
Yeah.
How did you end up in Leicester?
Well, basically, like my mum was like my dad. I don't like calling him that. Nah, his name's Lloyd to me, but you know what I'm saying. It's one of them. They're respecting. He was like.
I feel that, by the way, man.
Yeah, man. He was like real abusive to my mum. He was a crackhead as well. My dad was a crackhead. You know what I mean? It's like, it was deep, man. It was deep, and my mum just had to get away. Do you know what I'm saying? She had to just get away from him. So we just escaped. She got me, got in the car, and we just skirt. Do you know what I mean? Straight to Leicester, and it didn't end there. We had continuous bull crap from him until it got to a certain stage where. Yeah.
and is that when because you refer to Hodges Pops?
Pops. He's my dad. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I have bands sometimes, like, because we got a group chat. It's got like my older brother in, and my younger brother and that, and like, I think my dad, he posted a picture on Facebook of him when he was younger, and like, I put it in there. I was like, oh, Malachi, look at your dad. And he was like, what do you mean that's your dad? I was like, fam, that ain't my dad. I put a picture in there of me and Hodge. Like, that's my dad, fam. I don't know who that guy is. Like, just for a joke. But yeah, man, like, I don't see him like that. And the only reason I'm in contact with him now is because, like, Hodge again, he told me, like, you are a better man and gonna be a better man than he is. Do you know what I'm saying? So he, like, you don't want to be following any kind of same footsteps as him. You don't need to be carrying no negative energy, no negative nothing around with you in regards to that, because you're gonna be bigger and better. And so I was like, all right, I see what you're saying. He was like, not saying I have a full-on relationship with him and everything's hunky-dory and you forgot everything that he's done to you and your mom, but be mutual. So I was like, all right, cool, and I did. And the thing is, just before I did, he had a stroke and like he nearly died. And like, I didn't really feel too much about it, to be honest. Like, if I'm honest, you know what I'm saying. But it made me think, like, hadn't I done that, like, thing with him and then he did go, would I have regrets? I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't know that string of timeline. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happens there. Do you know what I'm saying? But he comes to my fights now, and
you're on the level.
Do you know what I mean? And I always, people like, especially in relationships, friendship, this, that, and the other, people's like, oh, it's too late. You know, like if someone's been doing something and like they try and change their ways, and people are like, oh no, it's too late now. I don't ever think anything's ever too late. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I've got a newfound, even though it's small, a newfound respect for my father for coming to my fights. Like, even though he didn't do everything all then, he's making the effort now, and I can't ignore that. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't ignore that. How can I? Do you know what I mean? He's making the effort now, so it is what it is.
Cool. When you're in the ring, like I've seen some fights. Yeah. One of your early ones, the fight escapes me, where the hands were low. Yeah. You was really confident. It was just a lot of. Not showboating, it was just really confident. It was one of your early fights, like fight number 7, right? Yeah, yeah. And then the later ones, like the Paul Holt fight, and the Poxton fight. Yeah. Your head's down. Yeah, you're steaming forward. Yeah, yeah. Is that now a changed style?
No. Let me explain something. And I need people to actually know this and see this. The people that don't know where I've come from and my style and the background that I've came from, my initial style, my A game, that's what people don't understand. In the amateurs, I had 24 fights, 19 wins, 17 KOs. They don't come from boxing on the back foot. They used to call me Baby Tyson, I swear to God, or I got called Nigel Benn, this, that, and the other. I was a ferocious power puncher. I didn't know how to box. All I knew was how to fight. I could scrap. That's all I could do. So, and I had great head movement. I'd come forward, and I was only like 5'6", 5'7". I was short, so I had to come forward. I fought at 60 kg, and I knocked so many people out. My first 10 fights, and right to the finals of the ABA novices, I knocked everyone out to the finals. And even the guy in the finals, I dropped him 3 times, and they gave it to him on styling leading off. Again, more, I don't even know, whatever in it. I didn't touch the floor. In my head, I won. I don't care. I put you down 3 times. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But that is my A game. That has always been my style. Hands up, moving my head, coming forward, and putting it on a guy. I loved knocking people out. And then my coach told me and started coaching me differently after a while, because he says, I want you to have longevity in the game. I don't want you to be in here to be like the brightest star but for the shortest period. He says, I want you to be here forever. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether you're boxing or not, I want you to be remembered. So he says, you got to learn how to box. So I've been with him for like 8-9 years now.
Yeah.
So like the first 3-4 years was about seeing if I've got that heart, if I can take a punch, if I can deliver a punch. So I had that pendulum Tyson style. I was coming forward and hurting people. Then these last 4 it's all been about learning how to box, how to counter punch, how to use my jab. That's why you see, like, I've had people that have like watched my fights and they're like, you've been a different fighter every single fight.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's just me trying to adjust to a nice middle. Do you know
I'd say that, because looking back through your fights, you can't. Like I said, the last few you've been sort of stepping forward, going forward. But have you got a defined style? Would you say?
Not right now.
Does it depend on the opponent?
Yeah, it does. Right now, no. I'm very versatile. So Hodges taught me like everything that I need to know now. Now it's down to me to like mature mentally and start putting it all together. Do you get what I'm saying? So me going through you now I've said this, and the people that will watch this, they'll go back and look like, oh, okay, I can see where he's been developing, changing, learning how to do things, and how I'm slowly trying to bring it together. And once I do that, I will be a complete fighter. And one thing that's what's bothered me though, which is annoying, like this 2017, the beginning of 2017, I was 5'9". The end of 2017, I was 5'9.5". So I'm growing. So my inside game is sometimes feeling way awkward and more different to what I'm used to. Do you get what I'm saying? Let me explain why. And my arms have got a lot longer. Remember, when I was in the amateurs, I was 5'6", 5'7". So I was used to punching upwards. I was used to being the smaller man, and I could slip this. And then when I try and do that now, it don't work as much. It's my arms are too long, going around the head, or do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to do old things that I'm capable of, but they're not working due to my anatomy changing as I've got older and bigger. And obviously, I'm in such a lower weight like this. I'm naturally like, well, like this weight is just. Yo,
is issues getting down to it? Or?
It's not issue getting to it. It's just like I don't like being the bigger man. I like being the smaller man. That's why after this fight I'm moving up to lightweight. Oh, there you go.
Whoa! Yeah, there you go. An exclusive, man.
Exclusive, only on IFO. Yeah, I'm moving up to lightweight after this fight.
You know, Cougar's going to take that title. He's going to put that as a headline, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up to lightweight. I want to carry on to take some names at that division, and then I want to eventually move up to light welter, and then stay there for a bit. But super feather is just, I don't like being the bigger guy. I don't feel like it gives me an advantage as it would for most people. I feel like it puts me as a disadvantage, because my A game, my initial style, the way I fight is to come forward and put it on people. And I don't like taking too much negative from things. I always look for the positives, and I've learned how to box. It's forced to learn me how to use my boxing. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I can't just steam forward, because it feels weird. I feel too gangly. Like, do you know what I mean? I've had to just be using my range and using my jab, which I don't mind, because I found that I've got a really good jab and I like it. Do you know what I mean?
When you use it, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
brother.
yeah, it is. But then obviously the old Lyon Woodstock takes over. Like, fucking punch him harder, kill him. Like, stop jabbing him, punch me in the face harder. Like, that's what I feel like. Put it on him. And so it's just about trying to get a nice middle. But I feel like once I move up, I'll be more comfortable. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna be no issue. It's not an issue to me. Do you know what I mean? We've had times where we've had 2 light heavyweights come down and I've beaten both up. They're brothers. Punched them up easy. Weight's not a problem. I don't feel like weight is too much of a big issue. It all depends about your mentality and how you process it. You know
and you've got beautiful daughter there.
Yeah, man, Kiola. You say hello.
No,
say hello.
bless her. Bless her.
She's too busy looking at herself over there.
Obviously, she's like an influence to you. And
oh yeah, of course. Like I said before, like I've said this before she came along, it was all just about me, where I wanted to be, what I need to do, who I need to be, where I'm going. But now it's like where we're going, who we need to be. And like when I'm fighting, like occasionally, like I'll have like glimpses of her in my head, and like it just like it makes me mad. It makes me want to hurt person like real bad. Like, why are you trying to take food off my daughter's plate?
Yeah, food straight off the plate. Yeah, it's the motivation.
Don't do that. I got hurt, you know. Do you know what I mean? Because I love her to bits, man. That's my daughter. So yeah, man. Like it's a very big motivation for me.
You know, you might see Leon in the ring punching the 7 bells, blood flying everywhere, but he's a nice dude, man. I'm going to embarrass him. He was walking, some woman dropped £10 on the floor. Me, being a brother from Luton, I'm like, I'm going to snatch that. Leon's like, no, he runs up and actually gives it to her, and I'm like, what are you doing? You just stay.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, you just sort of. Would you say there's 2 modes to you, like you said when you get in the ring? And,
oh, of course. There's two completely different polar opposite Lyon Woodstocks. Like, I could wake up in the morning and dead ass feel to punch someone's face off and then eat it. Like,
I got you, yeah.
That vicious. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
there's a real dark side to me, real dark. Like, and I think that comes from like my past and everything I've been through, and I don't know, but there is a real dark side to me, and more time I have no answer for what that guy does. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. Like, there's been times where I've been real low. Like, I'm gonna sound like I got some psychotic crap going on.
No, you're a fighter, man.
I'm just so honest. You know what I'm saying? There's been times I've been real low, like real low, and this sounds so
just say
crazy.
It. Come on, man.
There's like times that I can hear him talking to me, and like there's been times where I'm talking but it ain't me. Like, and
we
it's
say
like,
hear him, Hodge.
No, not Hodge, just whoever this other guy is. Do
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I have 2 completely different personalities.
Is that when you're in the ring?
Yeah, more time he comes out. It depends on, like, when you see me all dancing and messing around, that's Leon. Like, the Leon here, the Leon that picked that £10 up.
Yeah.
But then when there's time, like when I fought Paul Holt, when I fought Craig Poxton,
there was something different in
that
those.
That wasn't Leon.
There was something different in them, wasn't it, man?
Yeah, exactly.
I could see it,
that weren't Leon. That's whoever. I ain't even got a name for that guy.
Okay.
That's whoever that is. But he, like, is not afraid to kill anyone in the ring. He's very ruthless, like, and he scares me sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because I have no control over what he chooses to do. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. And like I said, when I've been at my lowest points, there's been times where, like, he's talking to me, telling me what I should do, and I'm like, no, like, that's wrong. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I knew this was going to be a good interview. I didn't know it was going to get this, man. This is wow.
But yeah,
but
for
if that's how you fight, then that's
that. Like I said, like, I feel like Lyon Woodstock's a boxer. He's a pretty boy boxer. Like, he likes to keep you at range, but I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
He's mental. He wants to real hurt people, real bad. Like, he's
Right.
crazy.
In your like leisure time, you like
Yeah.
to get basically spanked by me at games.
Bro, listen, we ain't even played one fighting game there. Like, when it happens, you will know. I'm gonna put that heat on you, don't worry.
We're going to do the official Soul Calibur, because that's fair.
Is it gonna have to be Soul Calibur?
Yeah, because that's
you
fair.
ain't played it and I ain't played it.
You ain't played it, and you're obviously, I know you're nice at Tekken. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. I play Tekken and Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur 2 was my favourite one on PS2, to be honest. I used to use Raphael with the. You see, like a rapier or something.
So you are the you are a real gamer. You're not.
Yeah,
you're not one of these
course,
fans.
nah,
How long
man.
you been
Listen,
gaming?
you won't come in my bedroom and see FIFA and COD on the floor.
That's Minecraft.
I ain't one of them gamers. Like, I'm a real gamer. Do you know what I mean? Like, proper. Like, I love my MMORPGs. I love my RPGs. I really like racing games. I don't mind Gran Turismo. That is pretty lit, especially because I got the VR set now and I've got a new.
You got your VR?
Steering wheel. Yeah.
Wow.
Come on, I'm a gamer.
I love this, man.
I'm a gamer. I've literally started Skyrim VR just the other day, which is pretty lit. I like the way you play it. Because normally because I've completed Skyrim 3 times, I think. I'm a massive Oblivion fan as well. I've completed that like.
I got the definitive edition the other day.
Of what?
Skyrim.
Oh, wicked.
But I played it on a 360. It was so massive. I'm never going to finish that game, man.
It's long. But yeah, man, like Skyrim on VR is like wicked. I've took like, because normally I love like the whole broadsword and the sword and the shield, but with it in VR, I'm like leaning towards using magic and the bow and arrow and that. So yeah, man, it's.
What's
lit.
your favourite console, man?
What ever?
Like right now, where?
Right now, PS4. That's what I play on, man. My PSN.
What do you think about Xbox?
Huh?
Do you like Xbox?
No, man. You know what? I started off with an Xbox.
Revolting, you
360.
said once, didn't
I don't really like it, man.
Why not?
I don't like the pads. They're too fat. And I don't like how the buttons are as well. Like, they're rounded. I don't know. It's just not my kind of console. I feel like they're too clunky. I feel like PS4 is like an adult console. So.
Oh wow, you're dropping all the bombs, man.
Xbox is a bit childish.
You're dropping all the bombs, man.
Especially Xbox 360 with that little avatar. That was so lame. So lame.
But you're a retro guy as well, though, innit? You're like me, man. You're like your old.
Listen, I've got my Mega Drive at home, my Nintendo 64, my GameCube, my old Game Boy, the black and white one, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP. Like, yeah, man, I love my old games. I'm trying to find a SNES as well right now because I miss some of them SNES.
I might be able to sort you out, man. You got all that championship, man. You might be able to sort you out, man. Bump the price up a little bit. Okay, Ignac Casal, your BoxNation debut. You remember that guy?
Oh, my BoxNation debut.
BoxNation debut.
Yeah, I remember him. I sent him doing like a backflip with a body shot.
3 knockdowns.
Yeah.
What would you remember about that fight? Your BoxNation debut, was that like? Was you thinking, right? I'm on sort of like the big stage, or?
I don't even know if it was like, I don't know. It just felt normal.
Just standard.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I've always been in front of large groups of people, like crowds and that. Do you know what I mean? Even before boxing, because I used to do a bit of acting, and I used to do some work at the Haymarket Theatre in Leicester.
Yeah.
And I used to do a lot of shows there, Camelot, Sword in the Stone, this, that, and the other. You know
So the whole BoxNation thing wasn't a massive like.
No. I've never really been fazed by large.
How did that come about anyway?
What do you mean?
The whole BoxNation thing, Frank Warren and all that.
Well, when you knock out like 80% of the people you fight, the amateurs, I think
people listen.
Yeah, people listen. So they called me up. I was sitting at the bus stop, and I thought it was complete bullshit. I was like, what? Frank Warren? What? Nah, like. So I phoned my coach. I was like, I've got this guy telling me that he's interested in signing me up, and he works with Frank Warren, and they want us to get me doing this, that, and the other, some promotional deal. And I was like, this can't be real. Like, sure. I was only like 18.
Yeah.
So he was like, all right. I gave him the number. They spoke. I just was like, no, it's legit. I was like, what? Like, I want to turn pro now. 18, being all like young and like I'm the best in the world. Like, no one will beat me. Like, that's crazy mentality, which is good in a way, I guess. But I don't know, man. But yeah, like he was like, yeah, it's all legit. So I was like, yeah, let's turn pro now. And he was like, no. I told them, give us 2 more years and we'll sign over. So I was like, oh man, all right, cool. Like, obviously, he's like, my dad did it. So I was
just
like,
yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad that I did, because that's why I went into the elite championships with only 16 fights. That's why I went in there, because it was obviously to see if I'm about that life, and obviously I am about that life because I'm Lyon Woodstock. Like,
of course.
So yeah, put it on them, got to the semis, and then obviously it was 2 years, had more fights, fought all the best lads that I could at my weight that would fight me. Offered out Pat McCormack and everyone, like, but people, it was hard to get fights for me. Do you know, it was hard to get fights. I think Pat McCormack, they was up for it, but I think they had something going on at the time, so they couldn't fight, which is unfortunate. I wanted to fight him. I always wanted to fight him because to me, he was the best at 60 by myself. You know what I mean? So I always wanted that fight. But yeah, man.
What's Frank like? Is he cool? You speak too much? Or?
Yeah, man. Frank's my guy. He's all right, man. I like him. He's good people. I weren't sure what to expect when I first was going to meet him. I didn't know how he'd be, whether he'd be real snobbish or, do you know what I mean? Like, I weren't sure, but getting to know him now and meeting him, like, he's just like me. Like, he's from an estate, he's from the same background.
So you can link me up with that Wingy interview, Wingy Frank interview, yeah, man?
Like, I don't know, maybe, but he's cool, man. He's real cool. Like, I wouldn't want to be promoted by anyone else. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's wicked,
even if like me and Frank had a fallout, God forbid, for whatever reason, like, he's just I like the way he does what he does. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I could look past whatever the difference was, because he's a good guy.
You like how it did?
Yeah, I like him. Even
and...
like, I didn't know I was gonna become a pro boxer. I didn't even know I wanted to be a boxer. Do you know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, but when I used to watch boxing, I used to like it because my granddad used to show me boxing all the time because he was a fighter and his dad was a fighter. So he used to show me all these videos. Ray Robinson. That's why I've got such a liking towards him. Like, I just grew up watching him. And anytime I would see Frank and that, like, because that was like when he was with Naz and that, I just used to be like, yo, if I was ever to box, I'd want to be promoted by Frank. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, I got you.
It's always been like a thing, so it's quite amazing.
Paul Holt.
Yeah.
Holt. Paul Holt.
The Incredible Holt.
That's it, yeah.
He's a cool guy.
Was that your first pro title?
Yeah, that was my first professional
You was
title.
fired up for that, as we spoke off camera.
Yeah.
What did you feel going into that fight? Was it because it was your first title while you was in that beast mode? Did that voice come out, man?
Not until the second round.
Yeah, okay.
Not until the second round. Like, because in my head, the first round, I was like, being all logical. I was like, alright, every time I put it on people from the word go, they go real cagey and I can't really knock them out. So I thought, I'm going to let him open up.
Because there was a fire that was lit in that second round.
Yeah, definitely. I think I kind of knew it was brewing there. I was just like waiting to trigger him. But the first round, I was like, just let him do his thing. Like, you got 10 rounds. I could give him 4 rounds if I wanted to still win. I'll give him 5 rounds if I wanted to still win. Do you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, I want to give him the first round. So that's why I was just like real tight, let him throw his punches, give him something to work with now and then to keep him honest. Give him a jab now and then, couple punches.
Just to be generous, why not?
Yeah. No, just to play it out, right?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah,
let him feel like he's won that first round. So, and then when I seen him sit down, he raised his hand just before he sat down. So I was like, I've got you now. So now that the second round, like,
explain raise his hand. What do you mean?
Like, before he sat down, he went like that.
Okay.
Like, oh, I've got that. Do you know what I mean? So
I
was
understand,
like,
right? Yeah.
I've got you now. Like, you're in the palm of my hand now. So that's when I triggered what I needed to trigger. I looked deep in myself, summoned him up, and then like I look up and I'm like, you're finished. Do you know what I mean? And then they're just like, now go out there, do what you gotta do. He patted me on my head, my shoulder, can't remember, it was one of them. I stood up, and I weren't the same guy that came out in the first round. Like, this guy, like I said, wanted to just punch him in the face and then eat his face. Like, just
that one come out,
annihilate him. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to just rip him to bits, like limb from limb, like, and just have
see
his
your face,
blood.
man. I can see it
Sorry,
now, man. I can see it
like
now.
just be caped in his blood. Like, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it without sounding like a psychopath.
No.
But I don't know. That's what goes through me. Like, I can't explain it. It's so bizarre. But that's when I started putting it on him, and then as soon as I caught him, I could just smell blood. And I just wanted to. I would like now, Leon. Now, like I'm glad that I risked the ref pulled me off him sooner, because I don't like hurting people, but like that guy does. And when I think to the way he thinks, he didn't want the ref to pull me off of him. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
It sounds sick, but
no, I understand.
He didn't want me to. He was annoyed. He wanted to keep going. That's
what I'm like when I'm playing Street Fighter 5, bro. I understand. It's on a slightly different level.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what wanted to, like, he didn't want me to stop. Do you know what I mean? But
and then Poxton for the Euro title.
Yeah, man.
It started off as a close-ish fight.
Yeah.
I remember my scorecard was close.
Ill. Yeah, I was real ill. I had a lot going against me for that fight, to be honest. Like, yeah.
like what? Just personal things, yeah.
No, not even like personal things like that. I mean, like, physical things going on. Do you know what I mean? So, and then have a chest infection on top of that didn't help.
I mean, you won like a 3 or 4 rounds.
I think I won by 3 rounds, 3 or 4 rounds.
I think I scored it 3 rounds, yeah.
But I think my situation and circumstances made that fight harder than it would have been. But like I said, I don't look in negative with everything, because on Facebook it got over 1 million views. So.
There you go. And sometimes you need fights.
Do you know what I mean?
Like
I feel like if I just annihilated him, which I would have if I was 100%, then it wouldn't have got views like that. Do you know what I mean? So, but who am I to say? I don't know.
Okay. You watched the Zelfa Barrett fight, didn't you? What did you think of that? 'Cause obviously,
I didn't watch it live. I don't really watch boxing.
People always talk about you two, don't they, together?
Yeah.
What would you think about that whenever you hear that? Do you think I'm sick of people?
No, it's not even that I'm sick of it. It's just
because I didn't.
If people knew, then they would know. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're being respectful. I know.
No, it's not even that. Like, I know that I'd beat him. Like, and it wouldn't be. Poxton would have been a harder fight than the Zelfa fight, 100%. The Zelfa fight would be more about timing, patience, and setting my traps up. Whereas the Poxton fight, like, was all about grit, heart, the crap you don't really train. You can't train into a fighter.
Because Zelfa is a good boxer, isn't he? Good mover.
Yeah, he's good. But I feel like he's very limited. Do you know what I'm saying? He's easily triggered. He's easy to put into a fight, which would just favour me. Like, and he's got a punch, but I feel like after landing his punches, and like not really seeing much of a reaction, he'll start to have a lot of doubts in himself, because he puts a lot of his faith and his trust and his energy into his Uncle Pat. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as shit ain't working for him, I feel like he'll start doubting himself. Whereas I'm like, I love my coach to bits. I follow everything that he says, but I'm still my own man. Do you get what I'm saying? And he employs that a lot.
You did send him a respectful message on Twitter, didn't you?
Yeah. I inboxed him. Cause I do feel for him, because I know, like, now he's in a position where he's got a loss now. And in today's stupid society, when you lose, your stock starts to go down, which is just, I think, is ridiculous. Like, to be the best, you gotta take a loss. I know that I'm gonna lose. Of course I am. Like, I ain't fucking invincible. Do you know what I mean? I ain't Superman. I'm gonna lose, but I won't lose at this level. That's all I know. I will not lose domestically. The only time I'll lose is when I'm coming up against people like Ryan Garcia or something. Do you know what I'm saying? World level. That's the only time I will accept it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because but I know it's gonna happen. Because all I know is that I'm gonna be the best me that there is. I'm going to be the best Lyon Woodstock that I can be, and for me to do that, I have to get dropped, I have to take a loss, and I have to come back from that. If I can't experience that, how will I ever be able to be the best me without having that experience? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
I ain't afraid of losing. I've lost bigger things in my life. Do you know what I'm saying? To be afraid to take an L on my boxing record, I don't give a crap.
Okay, before we wrap up, can I just get your opinion from a boxing perspective on some big fights that are coming up?
I don't really watch boxing, but I'll do my best. I don't like it. It makes me fall asleep. No, honestly, I love the old fights. Andy Joshua? I think I do watch him. I'm not even gonna lie and say I don't. But it's like, I don't know.
What about Joshua Parker? Does that?
I ain't looked into it at all. I've not seen any fights of Parker or anything.
Hey Bellew, can I sell you on that or?
I watched that fight actually. I did watch that fight.
I think got the rematch coming up.
I think 100% fit. Hey beats Bellew, but I feel like Hayes just becoming a bit of he's just forcing it a bit now. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was great in his time. I can't say great. He was good in his time, but I don't know. I feel like he's pushing it a little bit now. Do you know what I mean? He's pushing it a bit.
And due to recent events with the tragedy of the boxer passing away,
was that
Scott Westgarth
guy? Yeah, I heard about
that. People are talking. It comes up all the time, boxing being banned, but where would you be if boxing was banned? If there was no boxing?
What, now, or if there was no boxing before I turned pro?
Before you turned pro.
On the streets.
On the streets?
Straight up. Easily. Do you know what I mean? Like, even back in the day, do you know what I mean? Like, I was recognised for being able to put people to sleep with punching them once, so that was utilised, do you know what I mean? I never got into the whole drugs thing, ever, but I feel like if there was no boxing, I would have had no choice but to, do you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Cool. I feel like that's what would have happened. I would, like, regardless of what anyone says around me, like, when my mum sees interviews like this, she's like, no, you wouldn't, like, but honestly, Mum, yes, I would have. I would have, because I would have no other option to, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
in a way, your boxing journey is sort of only just kind of started.
Yeah, of course.
Where does it finish, Leon?
Only the universe knows that. Only she knows. So we'll see where she takes me.
Lyon Woodstock, thank you for speaking to Wingy Boxing.
Respect, man.
Thank you for speaking to IFL TV. And
bye.
Let's say bye. Enough respect, man. Thanks for your time, brother.
That's how boxing should be.
William Hill sponsors Joshua vs Barker live on Sky Sports Box Office.